The beloved veterinarian Draw Paul has touched millions of lives together with his exquisite care for animals. But behind the curtain, his family has faced a heartbreaking tragedy. Charles Draw Paul's committed son persisted, a devastating loss that changed his life forever. What befell to Charles, and the way did this tragedy impact the Paul-owned family? Stay with us as we uncover the untold tale so one can leave you heartbroken. Charles Paul, son of the renowned D. John Paul, the beloved veterinarian, who rose to fame through the incredible D. John Paul, has a tale that intertwines fulfillment, joy, and deeply non-public tragedy as a familiar face on TV. Charles has played a pivotal position in producing and pursuing, starring in his father's display, helping to bring the incredible world of animal care to millions of visitors. However, beyond the cameras and the family's upward thrust to reputation lies a lesser-known aspect of Charles's existence. Marked through struggles and heartbreak that many enthusiasts might not be privy to, this script takes a better have a look at the life of Charles Paul. From his formative years, developing up alongside his parents and animals, to his profession in TV, and his vital position in shaping the fulfillment of the incredible J.R. Paul, we will also discover the profound challenges Charles has confronted behind the scenes. Dropping mild on a story, it really is as inspiring as it's far heart-wrenching. Charles Paul, born on March 6, 1979 in Critical, Michigan, had a life which can handiest be described as totally specific, adopted as an infant by means of Georgianne Paul and his wife Diane Charles, raised in a home wherein animals have been more than pets. They were almost family. Believe growing up with cows as your buddies, pigs as your alarm clock, and a veterinary clinic as your second home. As a child, Charles thrust into the whirlwind of farm life. Whilst other youngsters had been gambling video games or buying and selling baseball cards, Charles changed into holding down goats and fetching scalpel for his dad, work tough and do not step in manure. Turned into nearly the own family motto. From the instant he should hold a bucket, Charles became assisting his dad, growing a deep appreciation for animals and a finely honed experience of humor to live on the chaos of farm existence. However, Charles wasn't content with the veterinary global, irrespective of how wonderful it turned into. To peer his dad try to battle a 1/1500 cow into submission, he had desires beyond the barn. Even as his dad was diagnosing khaki, has Charles become imagining a different kind of spotlight Hollywood he wanted to bring tales to life, minus the odor of cow pies. So he packed up his childhood memories of dust fur and farm antics and set out to carve his own route, armed with determination and possibly a pair of boots. Charles located his area of interest in television production, sooner or later turning into the mastermind in the back of the incredible. He may not have followed in his father's veterinary footsteps, but Charles found a manner to shine his personal mild on the family's exceptional existence, proving that you can take the boy out of the barn. However, you can't take the barn out of the boy. From an early age, Charles Paul had a flair for storytelling and a knack for enjoyable, all and sundry who could pay attention, be it circle of relatives, pals, or a barn full of animals. At the same time as his father, G.R. Jan Paul committed his life to veterinary medicinal drug. Charles' passions pointed in a very exclusive route, the bright lighting fixtures of the enjoyment world. After graduating high faculty school, Charles took his first fundamental step towards accomplishing his dreams with the aid of enrolling at the University of Miami, in which he majored in communications. He changed into keen to leave at the back of the small metropolis life he had grown up in and set his points of interest on a career far removed from the rolling fields and livestock of central Michigan. At the same time as many assumed he could comply with in his father's footsteps, Charles had other plans that involved scripts, cameras, and the excitement of Hollywood rather than cow manure and syringes. Determined to interrupt into the leisure industry, Charles packed his luggage after college and headed to Los Angeles, the epicenter of movie and TV there. He took on internships with family-owned manufacturing companies, gaining fingers on enjoy in a distinctly aggressive field. It wasn't a clean transition. Hollywood became a miles cry from his rural upbringing. But Charles thrived, fueled by using an aggregate of grit, curiosity, and the work ethic his dad and mom instilled in him all through his time in Los Angeles. Charles worked beneath enterprise legends like Sidney Pollack and Edward James Ollis. Those internships have been no walk within the park, but they proved invaluable, giving him a front-row seat to the inner workings of Hollywood. He learned the ropes of manufacturing, from dealing with tight schedules to know-how. The art of storytelling on display screen these childhood had been pivotal for Charles. They no longer most effective ready him with the technical abilities essential to navigate the sector of film and television, however, additionally gave him the confidence to pursue his ambitious desires. Sooner or later this enjoy might function the inspiration for his function in creating The Incredible Dre Paul, the show that catapulted his family's rural veterinary clinic into an international phenomenon. Charles can also have traded farm lifestyles for the glamour of Hollywood. However, his roots might in the end assist shape his biggest achievement in spite of his Hollywood ambitions. Charles Paul's coronary heart remained deeply tied to his circle of relatives and the particular international he grew up in. After years of operating in the enjoyment industry, Charles realized that the story closest to his coronary heart, the daily life of his father, Jar-Yan Paul, and the own family's veterinary exercise, had all of the makings of a compelling truth TV display. Dra Paul's unprecedented willpower to animals, his no-nonsense technique to veterinary medication, and his larger-than-life character have been unlike whatever on television. In 2011, Charles proposed the concept of making a show display that might. The Incredible Dra Paul, he has faced his truthful share of grievance and controversy over time. The display has attracted backlash from some viewers and companies in particular regarding veterinary practices depicted on display screen, at the same time as many lovers admire the show's authenticity and the Paul family's determination to animal care. Others have questioned a few strategies shown, sparking debates throughout social media, and professional circles navigating these controversies has not been smooth for 13-0. Charles is the riding force at the back of the display. He is needed to strike a sensitive stability between protecting the integrity of the collection and addressing public worries. His role has required diplomacy, resilience, and a deep dedication to ensuring the display remains both true and respectful of its target audience. Similarly to expert challenges, Charles has additionally confronted online rumors and speculation. Approximately his personal lifestyles being within the public eye has intended managing gossip, unfounded claims, and every now and then harsh judgment from strangers. 13:35. Yet through all of it, Charles has remained steadfast in his dedication to his circle of relatives and the show's mission, rather than letting the pressures of fame deter him. Charles has drawn energy from his upbringing and the robust circle of relatives' values instilled in him by using Jan and Diane Paul. His resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to his man or woman, proving that, in the back of the cameras and public is a person deeply dedicated to his paintings, his family, and the values that define the Paul legacy. Charles Paul's contributions to The Incredible Dra Paul have undeniably solidified his legacy in the world of fact television. Because the government producer and on-screen character, he has performed an essential position in crafting the show's specific appeal. Through the extraordinary Dr. Paul, Charles efficiently bridged the space among rural America and mainstream media, showcasing the raw beauty and inherent demanding situations of a veterinary profession in a way that resonates with visitors across the globe with the aid of mixing captivating storytelling with authenticity. Charles has brought the Paul family's deep-rooted values and tireless paintings ethic into dwelling rooms worldwide. His willpower to portraying the realities of rural life and animal care, whilst nevertheless keeping a feel of warmth and humor, has earned him admiration from each enthusiasts and industry specialists. However, ever past the intense lighting of television, Charles' legacy lies in his position as a father and husband, regardless of enduring vast personal hardships, which includes the tragic loss of his brother-in-law and the pressures of fame. Charles has remained unwavering in his dedication to his own family. His devotion to his wife Beth and their kids Abigail and their son displays his steadfast perception in the importance of nurturing a loving and supportive home. Charles's journey is a reminder that fulfillment isn't always solely described via professional achievements or public recognition proper. Fulfillment lies in a single's ability to overcome lifestyle's inevitable demanding situations with grace, resilience, and love. His potential to remain a dedicated circle of relatives guy whilst continuing to excel in his career serves 15 49 as an effective testament to the power of his man or woman. The tale of Charles Paul is one in every of resilience, love, and backbone. From his early days on the family farm to his success career in TV, Charles has remained proper to himself and his values. Whilst he has confronted unimaginable loss, his capability to channel his ache into reason is inspiring. Charles Paul's life serves as a powerful reminder that behind each success tale is someone who has faced trials and tribulations. His journey, even though marked by way of sadness, is in the long run a testimony to the power of the human spirit. The tale of Charles Paul, son of De Yen Paul, is one packed with moments of triumph and deep sorrow. From his early days on the family farm, running alongside his father to carving out a profession in Hollywood, and in the long run producing the beloved Fact Show, The Incredible Jar Paul, Charles has lived a lifestyles of each public admiration and personal battle. His expert success is undeniable, but it's far his private battles which have formed him into the man he is these days. Regardless of the heartache of dropping his brother, Regulation Adam, Butch, in a sad and sudden way, Charles has endured to reveal immense resilience. His capability to push forward, finding solace in his work and his family, is a testament to the energy and values instilled in him through his parents.